Washington Huskies. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Bama's offense will come out first. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking for a crease to the left. Got the first down and more. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Alabama pushing the tempo. If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the... Breaks into the open. He's at the 30. He's at the... And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
They already have the lead, and they're trying to build it here in the first quarter with an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. So the Washington Huskies offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that... Yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
And the Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Johnson wants to throw it. Blasted as he lets it go. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. It'll be third and long. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Washington sends out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Listen to this noise. You can't hear yourself think as this defense has them. Oh, he's got some space. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. They want to get this defense on its heels.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Quarterback making checks. They'll go to the toss. Finding open areas.
Man, this offense is built behind this guy. I mean, a guy that you can hand the football to consistently and expect positive yards all day long, all game long. Now he's over 100 yards on the ground.
Looking for space. It's Turner. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. The toss to the outside. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Looking downfield, it's Russell. He tries to take the top off. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Alabama quickly back to the line. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
To the air on 1st down. That's caught. It's Harris. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. So now it's 2nd and long. From the gun, the give, looking for room. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. The Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the 1st half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. That'll bring him to within 4. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity.
You know, a lot of offensive coordinators script the first, 5 to 10 to 15 plays. You don't usually draw that up for inside your own 10. Bad field position to start. This offense needs to come out, get a few positive plays first to get out the shadow of your own end zone.
The run to the right. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14.
Yeah, and this offense, man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's a kind of been a theme throughout the season.
Turning it on. Past the sticks and still on his feet. Past the 50. The 30. The 20. Touchdown tie. He got a step and just dusted the field.
My goodness, you're backed up, just trying to give yourself some space on offense. Forget that. I'm taking this thing 98 yards to the house. You know what's nice? To almost break the 100-yard rushing mark in one play.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting to see the ripple effects after this one in the SEC today, fellas. LSU had a dominant win, the kind the folks in Baton Rouge were used to in 2019 when Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and Justin Jefferson led the Tigers to a national title. Talk about a special team. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough. And we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the third play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
Complete on 3rd down. Stopped right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a 4th down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. Here comes that Alabama offense. They've come out red hot already with a 14-3 lead. First play of this drive comes from the 5-yard line. Here's the handoff. Pushes forward for a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 8. Alabama pushing the tempo. They'll run the toss. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 10. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Going with the ground game left. And the ball's free in the backfield. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. I don't know if it was, and wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Dropping back, it's Russell. It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. He might want another play. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. This one's complete. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down.
Yeah, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and
wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps, boom, fires it right on his chest. They can complete this probably with their eyes closed. They've ran this route so many times together.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They get to the line quickly. Wants to throw it. Snagged out of the air. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. They're intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Return takes it inside the 30, down to the 28 as the defense has them setting up shop from there.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Johnson looking to throw. Good timing on the quick out. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. And the Huskies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Caught near the sideline. It's Williams. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. There he goes. Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st. It's at the 37. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got the big tight end on the corner route. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Here they come facing 3rd and long from the 20. Johnson wants to throw it. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Dead center perfect. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Wants to go up top on first down. He's got it. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw, and pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job.
He lost one down the sideline. Makes the grab, ready for the first down. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. What an unfortunate penalty there. They thought they'd converted the fourth down. Instead, they'll have to try it again. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On fourth down, looking to pass. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. They needed a bunch on fourth down, and boy, did they get it.
And I get aggressiveness. We get aggressiveness. We want to be aggressive, take shots down the field. First half, they felt like fourth and long. No big deal, and they get it. I imagine we'll get a few more of those.
Alabama quickly back to the line. Dropping back, it's Russell. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man.
This slot receiver is a guy that defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
They're looking to throw on second and short. The quick out. He steps out of bounds, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. He wants to change this route. He wants to throw it. Quickly complete. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Trying to punch it in. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. He'll set up to throw. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! Fired in from the red zone for the score. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Tulane is showing little remorse for its opponent today. Feels like ever since they arrived at the stadium, that Green Wave offense has been a buzzsaw. They're up 14 over Memphis. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Offense in an empty set. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Johnson looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They kick it away on fourth down. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Breaks into the open. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Alabama pushing the tempo. Trying to get the corner. Got room at the 35. Flying out to the left. He's at the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Strikes first, delivers the punch, and works his way to the 31.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Wide open downfield. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. Johnson wants to throw it. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Second down, he'll throw it. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision-making.
And they get him down for the sack, and they'll go to the locker room feeling good about their pass rush. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Seattle for an interesting first half than you? And the standout player on the defensive side of the ball has been that boogeyman back there at safety. They try to run it, he's filling the holes. They try to throw it, he's either picking them off or trying to take dudes' heads off. Good luck making adjustments. With that said, let's send it back to our guys inside Husky Stadium.
want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like, this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing is gone.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so...
Looking to the end zone, but the pressure gets there first. And the quarterback is sacked, and the two-point conversion attempt is stopped. On the run from inside his own 5.
Well, that is a very disappointing kickoff return. They've got to do a better job up front blocking these guys running down the field. There was just nowhere for that return man to go.
Here comes that Alabama offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Hale. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Big-time playmakers on the outside. Now, look, Alabama's had great receivers. Ozzie Newsome, Dave. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his second interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, they execute the end route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
The corners are walked up tight. Grabbed in the middle. It's Harris. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Motion from the wide receiver. Johnson looking to throw. Makes the catch. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Trying to pound it in. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Second and goal for this offense. Wants to go up top. Finds his big tight end. And they get him, and they'll lose yardage on that completion. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. Right down the boulevard. It's good. It's our forced to settle for the field goal.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
And that's not what you want out of that kick return. If you're that return guy, you've got to make something happen. You've got to be able to make a guy miss. That's why you're back there in the first place, because of your athleticism, but you have got to be able to generate better field position on that kickoff return.
deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Wants to throw on first down. It's caught. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Alabama quickly back to the line. To the air on second down. Got his man in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And that's a really good job by the QB, getting the ball out of his hands, knowing where the sticks are, getting the first down. And they saw something they like, because here they come, right back on the ball to run another play.
And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Now it's 1st and 20 for the offense. To the air, it's Russell. Working that left side now. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Back to pass on second down. Quick strike complete. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down?
And that's the advantage of being a big wide receiver, because now you're a big target. And on these slant routes, you don't have to run the perfect route, but you can use your size and your...
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And that is why they're called the hands team, people, on onside kicks. Great job jumping on that ball.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit, and just start being more aggressive and take some chances. But that's what...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Looking to pass, it's Russell. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Hale. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up.
And that is interception number 3 on the day.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the third quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. Expect to hold on to that. This guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
Man, it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smart.
To the air on first down. Unloads to the right. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Working well behind the sticks on second down. the incompletion. They go back up top. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. And it is hardly a big surprise that this Alabama defense is hitting hard and making their presence felt in the backfield.
Yeah, it's what they built their brand on. They built it on physicality and stopping the run.
Lost one deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Washington sends out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. I know when a guy's thrown 3 interceptions, it's not good, but everything hasn't been bad. They moved the ball a little bit. They just keep self-destructing. Back to pass, it's Russell. It's complete to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Alabama pushing the tempo. They'll try the right side. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Alabama.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Edwards. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
And you'd like to see the defense play a little bit tighter on those short yard situations. They give up the 1st down, and they better get ready because you can tell they're right back on the ball to run another play.
And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Back to pass, it's Russell. Trying to beat the D deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Three straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
It's on target and complete. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Zings it complete to the right. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. Alabama quickly back to the line. Wants to keep it in the air. Quick completion on the out. And he's bounced out of bounds, but not before a very productive gain. On first and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Just going to keep it after the snap. Touchdown tie! And the punishment has been extended. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Marshall is ahead right now in Huntington, but that's not exactly Randy Moss out there controlling this game. Things are a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over South Alabama. We'll keep you updated on things in a game that could alter the balance of power in the Sun Belt, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Johnson wants to throw it. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football was going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened. This defense has done an outstanding job getting pressure on him like they did right there getting the sack.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And that's kind of crazy. I didn't think that would happen coming into this football game. I didn't think we'd get in the fourth quarter and just call his name. This offense, man, he is a big play, dynamic weapon. They got to continue to get him the ball more because he can make enormous plays for your offense.
And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Well, the best thing that's happened so far in this game for this offense has been looking this guy's way and giving him a shot. He has their only touchdown in this game, so they're trying to take another shot down the field. Good job in coverage defensively. You've got to be aware of where this guy is because right now he's been their biggest playmaker.
Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being a... When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
Looking to throw on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously there's...
Lets it fly. He's got it inside the 15. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. Alabama pushing the tempo. To throw, it's Russell. Firing to the right, complete. Into the house. Touchdown, Alabama! Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football-type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Wants to fire on second down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Wants to go up top on first down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The Huskies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Back to pass. Got his man. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great, and they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
It is good.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
I think that's one the kick returner is going to want to take back. That was a ball he probably should have let run through the end zone, give themselves better field position, but now they are way backed up.
The offense changing the play. To the air, it's Russell. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory.
Hey, man, I love guys with situational awareness in football. It's third and long. You know it. He's sitting right near the sticks, ready to break on the football, ready for the quarterback to throw. He does, forces the INT. Nice heads-up, smart play by that young man.
Off the play fake on first down. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Fires to the big fella.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan, limiting him so far. That's only his second catch of the game.
Going downfield for the big play. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says.
I know that's offensive pass interference, but I actually think that's a very heads-up play because that ball might have got intercepted. That was an errant throw. The receiver knew it, and instead of allowing the defender to pick it off, he knew, hey, I got to create a penalty here and save my quarterback and bail him out.
Turning it on! And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it.
Going over the top. Grabs it inside the 10. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Off the play fake on first down to throw. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
After getting nothing, it's second and goal from the 6. Wants to go up top. Lets it fly. Trying to find the end zone. Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it, inches away from the touchdown. Looking to the end zone on third and goal. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Great place to start for this offense. Johnson looking to throw. They're working that left side. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. He got it. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. It's still a mountain to climb. He'll bring it out. It's Fox.
All right, not ideal. Not ideal. You're an offense. You want to get a good kickoff return, but you're starting inside your own 10. Now come out, set the tone, get some high percentage completion. You might not go with that script you had because you thought you might have a little better field position, but you just get some few first downs, get that first down right now.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Alabama quickly back to the line. They try to get it outside on the left. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll give it to the back. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. After after the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Still on his feet at the 35. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. They'll run it to the right side. He has the 1st and still on his feet. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
PAT unit on the field. How in the world did he miss that? A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. He'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. And he closed the deal by scooting 31 yards for the score.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Johnson wants to throw it. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. After this, it'll be a wrap. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the pass is incomplete, and that's going to be the final play as this game is over. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meet face, ball game over.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.